You ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Oh, good for you. And for me, one more last slides to play. We are going to share. Oh, está aí. That's nice. Just here. Okay. Come back. Not to
Hello.
spoil. Hello, Thais. How are you doing?
Oh,
I'm pretty good. And you guys?
Just waiting for you to come.
Thank you.
Nice, nice. So we are about to start this class about pronunciation. This is the beginning. This is not the first slide. Come on, slide. Let's go. Yes, this is the first slide. So this is about the representation of the sounds. I'm not going deeper to each sound because that's not the point of the class, but we are going to have fun during this 30 minutes, okay? The name of the mini class is about some thoughts on pronunciation, and everything is based on that book that I showed you here. So I got some images and everything is here. The instructions for today is pay attention because this is a moment for us. And I'm not to tell you that you are not paying attention because everybody is looking and listening to me. It's different from a classroom full of students, but it's just to make it more different and have fun. Because for me, the most important part today is being among friends and who are teachers. So we share the same goals in a different ways, but this is why we are here. So, you know me, my name is Alexandra Lima. I love being a teacher. I used to be teaching in a different ways in the past, and from now on, I want to be a better teacher. I want to master technology, and I will buy a small table to write on the screen because this is on sale, but not for today. Today we are going to talk about the new sounds. Yes, you see, I want it. Oh my God, I will buy it after the class because it's a good discount and I will learn how to do this. We are going to talk about the new sounds, listening strategies, and the most important is attitude. You know, we are teachers and we don't know everything. We have so much room to improve, and we can share this attitude with our students to not be afraid to try, to not be afraid to say, I don't know, this is new for me and I'm here to learn. So, this is about what we are going today. And please feel free to make suggestions, comments, interrupt me anytime you need because I used to talk too fast and this is the way that we can be together. Next slide for just 30 minutes. So, historical facts about teaching pronunciation. Once upon a time, they thought that it was impossible to teach pronunciation because there is no point. If you are not a native speaker, that's not so good for you. Really, once upon a time. Not so long ago, people decided to make a try. So why not give us the hope that we could communicate, that we don't need to sound like native because from where we are the natives, you know. So it was difficult. People they didn't believe that it was possible, and somebody's coming. Yes, just to say hello to somebody and be welcome. So it was nearly abandoned. Nowadays, the authors and myself, we believe that it's possible to learn and to do a great job and to communicate. And we don't need to sound like Americans, Canadians, people from New Zealand, Irish people. There is no point. Our value is not attached to our nationality anymore. So this is very good. And to illustrate the fact, I will play a very short video. It is too long, just for you to see, because I was looking for historical
all
ways
right, Eliza.
to teach English in the past. And have you ever come across with My Fair Lady? Do you know what is it about? Not in this lifetime is a very old theater play. So this is really old. I will just show you the guy here. He is a linguist, and he challenged himself to help a maid that he found on the streets of London to improve her pronunciation because we still judge people according the way they talk. And in this play, in this movie, he's trying to teach her how to sound or to be a better English speaker. I will just play the beginning, okay? And feel free to make comments and tell me about the sound.
Say it again.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Didn't I say that?
No, Eliza, you didn't say that. You didn't even say that. Every night before you get into bed, where you used to say your prayers, I want you to say, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain 50 times. You get much further with the Lord if you learn not to offend his ears.
Could you
Now for
imagine
your
that?
H's. Pickering, this is going to be ghastly.
Show yourself, Higgins. Give the girl a chance.
Oh, well, I suppose you can't expect you to get it right the first time.
Just a little more.
Come here, Eliza, and watch closely. Now, you see that flame? Every time you pronounce the letter H correctly, the flame will waver, and every time you drop your H, the flame will remain stationary. That's how you'll know if you've done it correctly. In time, your ear will hear the difference. See it better in the mirror. Now, listen carefully. In Hertford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen. Now, repeat that after
A little
me.
more.
In Hertford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hertford, Hereford and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Oh, no, no, no. Have you no ear at all?
Should I do it over?
No, please. Start from the very beginning. Just do this. Go, ha, 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 ha.
Ha, 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 ha.
That's enough, okay? This is more time. And would you like to say something about it? I don't know how much time we have because I didn't set my timer here. So just
Okay,
send me some.
we've got like 22 minutes.
Okay,
That's quite interesting. I think his approach isn't the best one because he's not gentle at all. He's just being mean to her.
Yeah,
exactly, exactly,
and
exactly.
I totally understand her in my French classes, guys. I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, sometimes we are not so fortunate to have kind teachers. You know, I had some teachers who thought they were the stars of the constellation, and I was looking for something to relate to. Thanks God, we could do better, and we are here for it to do better. Okay, moving on because time is flying. Okay, my slide, come on, one more. No, so fast. Yes. Okay, is the slide there because I changed the screen? Yes, good. Can you
Yeah,
see developing independence?
yeah, perfect.
Perfect, really good. So the guys created the International Phonetic Alphabet. I will not talk about the history of this because we can learn it by ourselves if we need. We want to have this is the best part of the class, you know? And if you look closely, this is about the consonants, okay? Because our time is really not 16 people watching. Okay, so so the 17, maybe it's just the talks, it's not people watching, it's just the comments. That's okay. I'll check it later on. This is the consonants, the table, and if you look closely, some symbols are different. And you see, it's not the majority of the symbols that are different, you know? So we have the Th symbol, the other Th because one is voiced, one is voiceless. So we have the she, usual, the S between the vowels, chair, just. The others we can pretty much get the idea what the sound they are representing. Okay, good. Okay, let's see here. E, yes. Now This is good for us to study a little more because the fun part is coming. You see? Who wants to read the first explanation about the first pair of sounds? My dear students, friends, and colleagues, just here, I will show you what I'm talking about.
I believe we could choose a new member.
A new member! So, how many of us are here? Okay. Oh my God. And I will for letter T. Yes, a new member, letter T.
Letter T. Who is letter T? Me?
You.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, there are not so many new symbols to learn. Take a look
Mm-hmm.
at the unfamiliar symbols. So the TH symbol here, the th and the sounds both refer to TH. Th is the sounding think and author, while the is the sounding that and mother.
Yes, in the book he goes further to help us to understand that. But it's not the point for today because this is another 30 minutes, okay? So thank you, letter T, and now letter A. It's not me. Adriane, Adriane.
Are
Yes,
you
hello.
are you listening to me?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
perfectly.
Okay. Sh is usually written with sh. It's the sound in shoes, show, and shine.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Elaine, please. Letter E. Elaine,
This,
Elaine. Yeah,
oh, sorry, guys. It's
that's okay.
usually written with PH. It's the sounding check. Let me move our names. Check, China, church.
Perfect. Thank you so much. The question here is how to learn that. The answer that I have is practicing. That's what we are going to talk in some slides. Because I am not the learner who I must understand, but I will not learn just not in practicing that, you know? So this is the challenge for everyone. Thais, are you there? Could you check this here? Uh,
Sorry.
as this
Okay.
line?
Is usually
Yes,
is usually spelled as between vowels.
mm-hmm.
It's the sound in measure, casual, and pleasure.
Perfect, really good. Uh, Fabiana, are you there? Do you have
Yep.
sound? Yes, great. Nice to see you.
I'm
Not
just
see you, but
competing with my children, so
oh
I
yes.
try to keep it mute and
Oh,
blind.
that's okay. That's okay. I have a big boy now, so that's okay. And we
Okay,
have
so we have I'm sorry.
yes, we have here Angie.
Okay.
This yeah,
So J is usually written with J or G. It's the sound in jail, Joe, George, and gentleman.
perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Lucimara, please, the last one.
Oh, so
Yes,
sound
yes.
is
You see,
usually is usually written ng or n before k and g. It's the sounding doing, long, and thank.
perfect. You guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Now let's go to the fun parts. Yes, hands on, hands on, hands on. Now I need some ideas to make it work. I have 9 pictures like that, and the challenge is to read the message. So whoops, come back here. Oh, too much. The other side. Good, the other direction. Yes. So I was thinking that I could send you the PDF and say like, Elaine, you are going to decipher the 9 and 10. Johnny, the 10 and 11. Or we can do it together. So it's up to you. I don't know which way it's more productive. Because sometimes the first time that I was checking the message, I was okay, I will try. And then I got it done. And this is from Phonetic Lovers. This is an Instagram. We have this posts on Instagram. And I don't know if you are familiar. One of our colleagues suggested that some message ago. And I couldn't stop reading that and being curious to get the message. So it's up to you guys. Would you like me to send the PDF and divide the slides for us to discover the message, or let's do it together?
Okay, how
Yes.
many slides do you have?
Oh, 9.
9
Because I
we can
thought
do
slides.
we would have
together.
90 messages.
Okay, so I believe my opinion. Okay, you can.
Okay.
I think if you give like one slide to each of us, and then you give us like 4 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we
Okay.
try to.
To come up with the message, okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you would be my timer, please, because next time I will set the timer here. And so, yes, let's go. The first one. Try to get the message of this.
Who starts? Me?
Yes, could be. Yes,
Can I say?
yes, yes, yes.
You know what you gotta do. When life gets you down, just keep swimming.
Perfect. And what is your take on it? Do you agree? Do you don't agree? Would you do it in a different way?
Um, I agree. I think we have
Nice.
to keep swimming. And yes, to live our day now. Yes.
Thank you, Adriane. Thank you. Lovely. This side. No. Yeah, good. So the next one will be. Okay. You can say the one who discovered this challenge, the secret message.
Who is it now?
It's
Fabiana.
yes, Fabi. Yes, let's. Thiago said Fabi. Fabi is the one.
Well, that does describe me. I'm a
Oh,
mess sometimes.
yes. Who is not a mess sometimes, you know? And this is really nice. This is really nice. So
I'm
many things
always
happen
a
at the same time.
mess.
If not me, at least my house is.
Oh, don't tell me about it. It has life, you know, and
Oh, yes.
yes. Okay, next one. Yeah.
Okay, can I go this one?
Yes, please.
Okay, popsicle classical.
Yes. Did you get the joke?
Yeah,
And
I'm
could you?
gonna write it down here.
Yes.
So popsicle classical.
Do you have a favorite kind of music? Because genre, I hated this word. I never know how to say it right.
I believe
The-
that's genre.
You see,
But
genre.
yeah, I may be wrong, so we can ask other people here. Fabiana
I agree.
pronounces genre.
Yes, I do.
Oh my God, genre. Good,
Genre.
good.
Genre.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
we
next
can.
one.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. I don't know who is going to be the detective now, but
Can be me?
yes,
Yes? Okay, because I like it. Space.
yes,
Sorry.
yes,
Having fun in space.
yes, yes. I don't know for you guys, but when I was reading the transcription, it's like space, and I was trying to come up with the written way and the sound and the image to because this is important during our days to do something that make us happy.
Yeah.
We must find a way, I think. Boring should, and sometimes we got lost. Sometimes the activity takes too long. But if we could keep the purpose, we could have a good day. We can have fun, even in space, you know? Oh, it
Yeah.
was about you, Jenna. I was talking without
No,
stopping.
no, please. I
Sorry.
love it. I was listening to you. I totally agree with you. Thanks a lot. I like it.
Smart student. Extra point for Jenna. Let's
Yeah,
go.
thank you.
You could be my guest.
I think Andrea wants to go.
Yes.
Um, are you listening to me?
Yes, yes. Thank
Yes.
you for being
World
here.
domination for cats?
Yes, this is the way for them to take over the world, just the way that we want, you know. Some message ago we were trying to. And what's your take on it, Andre? You are so serious, and this is so okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
because today I'm not home. Then that's why.
Ah, sorry
Um,
again.
no, no problem. I think that's true. Cats one day will dominate the world for sure with their serious and independent way of being.
Thank you. I totally agree with you. This is fantastic. Okay, next one, and I don't know. This is the slide 14, and let's see this message. Yes, Lucimara, Fabi,
I think
Lucy. Yes.
Fabi just left. Yeah, Lucimara.
Okay,
Yeah, where is the slide? It's gone.
it's gone.
Did I do anything wrong? We're back to the cat's domination.
Oh,
Me
it's probably
too.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So good morning. I hope your day is as positive as you are.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. You know, when you have the stressed marks, we have this is a very clever way to represent the sounds, and I think it's worth the effort to learn how to to learn from them. You know, because we could improve our pronunciation a lot when we are trying to get the right idea. But what's your take on it? I am talking again. Sorry.
About the sentence.
Yes.
I totally agree. I think we are our reality is as positive as we are. If we're
Oh,
negative, then our day is negative, and so on. It's like a feedback cycle.
nice, 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 nice. I totally agree with you, and I wish everybody could understood that. This is one more. I think we are finishing.
That's fun.
Good o'clock. Nice.
Yes. Do you
You've got
have
to be
cats, by
careful
the way?
there.
Yes, yes,
Wake up, it's food o'clock.
yes. Do you have cats, by the way? Do you have pets, fish?
I don't. I have just a dog, but I like cats too.
Nice. My sister has three. They are the owner of her house. It's incredible. Yes, it's incredible. This is nice. Okay, good.
Yes,
Let's
great.
move on. Yes. How much time do I have, Chad?
You've got like 90 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Almost there. Yes, we are almost finishing the part. So, who wants to be the detective?
Okay, travel.
Work, save. Okay, there was someone. Okay, Andrea, you can go.
No, no, it was not me, but I can go. It's work, save, travel, repeat.
Do you
Oh
agree?
gosh.
Do you don't agree? That's
I totally agree.
the reason that
Yes,
I
I
work.
love
Work
traveling. Yeah.
hard, very hard. Save a little that you have. Travel near and repeat everything over again.
Fantastic. This is so nice. This is so good. Yes, yes. I don't know why traveling has this appeal. If I could, I would travel much more. I don't know. Would you feel the same, or would you like to not travel so much?
I think the tradition is kind of changing. I'm not sure if you agree with me, but like Brazilian had no tradition on like traveling so far for so long, and now with like the youngsters and new generation, they are traveling more and more often.
Yes, that's
However, it's still very expensive for us.
yes. It's funny because sometimes at home I want to travel, my husband wants to save, and I don't mind saving, but we must travel, you know. And he wants to spend the money doing different things, and I'm not okay, and then we travel because this is
Because the woman decides.
yes.
Always.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, thanks. You are a clever one. Okay, almost finishing.
Uh-oh.
That's a good sentence.
Oh my
And
gosh.
do you feel that the symbols are easier to understand now? Do you get the message by the content about the, is it really easy? Are you so familiar with that? Or I would like to know that if you could
Well, I
share.
had a
Oh.
I had a phonology phonetics course at university, and I've always loved. This is a subject in English that has always fascinated me. So I really like studying these things and teaching this to my students. So yeah, I can just look and read easily. However, I can come. I admit sometimes it is hard to when you're listening. Some sounds they sound almost the same. For example, when you have the sound of schwa, and then you have the sound of like the but here. So but. So one is just like a weaker version of the other, and then you have like the like work and bird, which like an prolonged schwa sound. And that's kind of tricky sometimes when you have to just listen and oh, I think that's just a schwa, or no, that's the this symbol here, and things like that.
Okay.
I feel I am like my oh, I'm sorry. I just cut you off, Andre. I'm sorry. But sometimes I feel like I'm my students. My students say, "Oh, I can read and I can understand. I can listen to everything in English, but I cannot write, and sometimes I cannot speak." It is the same when it comes to phonemic symbols. To me, it's the same thing. I can read, I understand everything, but if you ask me to transcribe something using the phonemic symbols, I cannot do it.
Okay.
What I would say is about Chago, you said like you teach your students the symbols, but like, don't you feel or don't you find a little bit difficult um, to make them understand the symbology behind the words, that in English has a phonetic alphabet that is different from the alphabet that you were writing, like Lucimara said. So sometimes I found a little bit difficult to make them understand the symbology behind the symbology of the sound behind the word that they are actually seeing.
Okay, point taken. So if I may, let me show, for example, an example of what I would do and how I would do it. Let me see if I can share my screen here with you. For example, the word we were talking about with Fabiana and Ale. So this is the j sound, not the j, because sometimes we don't know if it's like sha or cha or ja or ja. All right, so let me see if I can share my computer sound as well, and we can listen.
Genre.
Yeah, like genre. Of course, we have the British here
Genre.
with more like all genre.
Genre.
Okay, genre without the n here. But okay, I say genre sometimes like all between like all and uh, be- because I'm not a native speaker. So what I try to do is I try to teach my students. I will write this. I will just copy these and send it to them and say, okay, the pronunciation here, genre. So what's the genre of music you like? And then, for example, I try not to just teach everything at the same time. I would just teach like one symbol, for example, this symbol here, which is like a number 3. And what I'm gonna do, if I may, I will copy that. Oh, wrong thing. That's the link of our meeting here. So let me copy the symbol in just 1 second. Control C. And then I will just write some words, for example, like measure. And I'll just take this S here and I will copy this symbol. So they will know this, it has like the J sound, like in Brazil, like jaca, giló, or something. And then this is a way that I found to teach them like step by step instead of just writing everything with symbols. Yeah, or maybe I say, let me see another word with the ja.
Pleasure.
Okay, pleasure. And then I'll do this. Yeah. So it usually works. Yeah, because sometimes they don't know if it's like usually or, of course, beginners, like, or it's usually. They say, oh, that's
Yes.
usually, and this is the symbol. And then we focus on learning like one symbol at a time, changing things. Um, and sometimes I have no problems telling my students, okay, we're focusing on the sound here. We can write, of course, this is totally wrong, but just to make them understand, I say, okay, so this, the sound of S here is gonna be like J in Portuguese, usually. So it makes sense to them. And of course, I tell them to write the word with S, but this is the symbol and this is the sound. Does it make
Great.
sense?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
totally, totally. Yes. Okay, I'm back here.
Yeah, you can
Share.
share the screen.
Almost finishing because some minutes left. Yes.
Yeah, I think 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Whoa, good. 1 minute, 20 seconds. So here in the slide, if you want it later on, you have some Teams pronunciation on BBC YouTube channel. The guy, he's so cute. He's so cute. And he explains it in a cute way. You're going to love him. Not you, Thiago and André, but you know, he could be my son very easily. And you have a more serious one because it's BBC again with the lady. She has all the muscles. She does it in a very clear way for us to know more, to understand the sounds. Here we don't have time for this because it's a team talk. If you could see him, you're going to understand my passion. But he's talking about how to learn and why to do it better. Here, I don't think we have time to play because this is a video and the guy is really famous. You know, the cats who were battling Star Wars style. No, you don't know, but it's not, I don't know how many seconds. Just I will try and then it's us. Thank you all. So I am giving goodbye for you
Oh,
now. This is
that's
the,
us.
Oh, how
yes,
nice.
yes,
Lovely.
the only one that I